I wanted to go over some tips for how to make a really strong conclusion in the essays that you will be writing, that you are writing and revising. Um, and the key to a good conclusion starts with a really strong thesis statement in your introduction. So, a good thesis statement, just for a quick review, comes at the end of your introduction and should be very specific. It should make a very specific claim. Something too broad would be to say a certain character represents independence. That's a really broad claim. What you want to do in a thesis statement is identify how that independence is demonstrated throughout the book that you're reviewing, or in the ways that you're perceiving this character, for example, and make a claim about her independence or his independence based on a few of those key things, and try to also articulate in your thesis statement why it matters. Why is that a big deal? So providing meaning to your readers for why this particular topic is important. So be specific and show why it matters in your thesis statement. Then, of course, throughout your essay, each paragraph should focus on one point that you're making that supports that thesis statement. So by the time that you get to your conclusion, if you have that strong thesis statement and strong topic sentences that lead each subtopic throughout your essay to support your thesis statement, you will end your conclusion by kind of restating in different words your thesis statement, summarizing some of the main points that you've made that support that show why your thesis statement is valid and has meaning. And again, keeping in mind that you want to show readers why this means something. And so a lot of times the temptation in many essays is to wrap things up in a neat little bow, just restate everything and be done. But in really good conclusions, you want to open things out. So you want to show your reader not only that you've kind of gone through the process and shown why this matters, but also, where do we go from here? How do we apply what we have learned and gathered from the essay and from the analysis that you've done? And where do we go from that? What difference does it make, for example, if a character is independent? How might that inform readers or change their lives in some small way or big way, or change the way that maybe other authors write about certain characters? So think about the wider implications of what you're saying in your whole essay. And so you'll say what it means, but also what does it mean in a bigger way? So think beyond just the book or the books that you're discussing or the text that you're discussing, and think about the wider implications. How could it affect someone? How does it affect you in a way that could be really useful to other people? So think about those things and try to open out your conclusion to address some of those wider implications.